Before we get started, Mr. Lennie James, you, my friend, were on the very first Walking Dead episode ever. So can you, first of all, talk about what that experience has been like after all these years of just seeing how everything's evolved? And what's your reaction to the show ending after 12 years?
It's a weird one, really. I mean, I think it's well documented how I feel about that show and the impact that that show has had on my life and my career. It's certainly, you could mark my life and career by post and pre Walking Dead. I happened to be in Atlanta when the news came out. I happened to be with a good number of the crew from Walking Dead and a few cast members. It was me and Pollyanna and Cooper and Josh, who plays Jared. And we were doing a little thing in Atlanta, surrounded by that Walking Dead family when the news came out. And like everybody, I was surprised. But like everybody, we all knew at some point everything comes to an end. And I think that the legacy of The Walking Dead is the thing that's going to be most important. The actors that it has introduced people to and has introduced to the world, what it has done for television, how it became such an unlikely and phenomenal success, and how it kind of expanded the scope of what's possible in television, and the risks taken, and the way that it looked. Is probably going to be the last show ever on television shot on film. And yeah, I mean, I think it's sad that it's going. It's inevitable at some point it had to go. But I think what it's achieved and what it's done will be hard for any other show to match, really.
Thematically, the show is about loss and moving on and surviving and adapting, and so it's sort of weird. And in this meta way, that's exactly what the show itself is doing, and the Walking Dead universe is doing. And when I found out, you know, my first thought was, but then like, oh, we got 2 years. You know what? It's not, you know, like I'm just deferring the sadness for 2 years.